The hotel is Krat's last place of refuge. I'm going to protect you and the people inside until the day I die. If you were in my position, you'd do the same, I'm sure.
So, honestly, Hotel Krat is a great metaphor for what happens when a plague descends on society. You know, we just went through COVID, so we see what happens. It's like everything is free and open. We really start playing with the boundaries of the boxes that we put ourselves in when everything is going well. But as soon as there's disease or something like that that happens, everybody locks down. It's like we start defining the borders much more specifically. So that way we don't allow a lot of people in and out. You know, it makes perfect sense, right? We even shut down our hospitals where people, women who gave birth, like even if their babies had complications that could be dealt with on the outside, they would send them home. Normally, without COVID, they would have kept them in the hospital to take care of them. But not in this case. In this case, they actually sent them home for like telehealth and things like that. The fact is that coming and going spreads the disease. So everybody locks down much more. It's like a lockdown philosophy. And what's fascinating from a philosophical examination is what happens to our ethics when this happens. Hello, and welcome everybody to episode 8 of HDPhilosophy Plays Lies of P. It was a tough day today. It was my first lecture of the semester, so I needed to sit back and play some games tonight, and I figured why not? You know, like I said, I love this game, and I want to continue playing it, hopefully all the way through, depending upon how difficult the bosses get. But new look, new year, and so let's get into the new year, right? I've actually changed up the loading a little bit more, so that way you folks can actually see the game more, you know? So we'll be immersed within this together, although I'm pretty sure when I read the manuscripts and things like that, it pops up in the upper left-hand corner, but hopefully this will be more immersive for you folks and you enjoy it more, you know? All right, yeah. Good. So yeah, we just beat that big bad with all of his comrades. Yeah, so today wasn't the best day. Start to the semester, we were having torrential downpour today. Flash flood warnings since yesterday. And I thought everything was great. A bunch of liars, huh? That can't just be for me. Purge puppets. All puppets will die, also, and anyone who messes with the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. Yeah, we need that clarification. Oh, Black Rabbit Brotherhood Ledger. So yeah, it does get right in the way, so I'll have to read it for you folks. Sale of 10 ergo complete. I like our old broker man because he always pays well. But when he's in a hurry, it's hard to secure the ergo he needs. Sometimes I wonder if he devours it or something. What does he need ergo for? Does he really eat it? No scribbling on the ledger, kid. The alchemists are asking for more gold coin fruit. It's not easy to get, so this could be a problem. That's what the other alchemist asked me for. I think the hotel guys are slowly catching on to what's going on. We can physically clash with them, but that's that's a last resort. Let's see. I'm trying to check the gain. I can hear myself. That's much better. Testing. Well, it looks like my voice is still good. Okay. But that's our last resort. Our sibling safety comes first. Oh, how touching, bro. Shut up. Somebody writing in the side margins. Acquire 5 ergo. I'm real close to the end of this job selling corpses. Just a bit more and I'll have enough to escape this blasted city. That proposal from the alchemist is tempting, but I'm running short of ergo and I'm not sure about it. Think about an expedition to the barren swamp. Probably our next place. I'll get me new parts if you go out of town. A dress for me. A gun and weapon for me. This is not your journal, dumbass. Alright, so it's not that it was a bad day. It was just, like I said, it kind of sucks that I thought everything would be fine. I had to since the last time. I thought everything was going to be fine because we didn't have any power outages or anything, but I swear it was like 15 minutes into my first lecture of the year, and I lose all power, So I actually had to join on my phone afterwards, but the students were great about it. Even one of them asked, well, since you lost all the other stuff, because I was going through the syllabus and things like that, and I was discussing like the grades. But I lost all of that, so I didn't even have the code to give them so they could finish their quiz. But one of the students was just like, well, can you tell us about philosophy? Because I was just going to call it there. I don't like to waste my students' time if I don't have everything set up. I respect their time just as much as they respect mine. And I don't mean that derogatorily. My students really have a lot of respect for my time. So I mean that in a very positive sense. But one of them was like, hey, tell us about philosophy, since that's where you're going to end with, right? And I was like, you know what? I will. And so I was able to just kind of off the cuff talk about philosophy and what it means. And I used one of my favorite stories to elucidate that. It was Minos of Crete, King Minos of Crete. Crete was considered one of the more formidable provinces in ancient Greece. Its law cultivated really good people, which was fascinating. In laws, we see this, where someone who is from Crete is discussing and arguing with an Athenian and a Spartan about like the practical applications of law and things like that. And that's where the strings, the humans are puppets of the gods, comes from. But regardless, it was, I used the discussion of King Minos of Crete and Ariadne's cord. One of my favorites to not only elucidate how the course is going to run, but to elucidate how it separates philosophy from every other academic discipline, because it is different. Philosophy earns its truth through critical examination and like a disinterest skepticism. So the disinterest is really powerful. I actually got this from Daniel Robinson. He was one of my favorite Oxford lecturers that I would listen to all the time in my undergraduate, and I just love the way he put it. So that's the way I teach it from here on in. But it's disinterested because the philosopher's loyalty is to the truth. So wherever the critical examination takes us, that's where we go, regardless of the outcomes, regardless of the consequences. Our flagpole is in specific critical examination and the methodology of logic and reasoning that follows from it. So maybe I'll share the Ariadne, but I'm sure you folks don't want to just listen to me prattle off about that. Let's see. This month's trend, stalker mask. And I want to play too. Why did the stalker start wearing animal masks? Hey, good question, right? According to the city historians, it was customary to wear animal masks in ancient Crete. It was one of those rituals to show off one's life when one fought the legendary rock titans. Okay, interesting. Believe it or not, but this legend is an inspiration to today's stalkers. It is not just for defense and fashion, but also for ranks that show off one's abilities. The link between rank and animal masks isn't clear, but mostly the powerful ones choose their preferred mask first. Perhaps there may even be newbies forced to wear silly masks chosen by their seniors. In these troubled times of the petrification disease, how about refreshing your mind with an energetic stalker mask? Choose a soul animal to your liking. Various fashionable stalker masks await you. P.S. The item includes a spore filter, protection against the petrification disease, patent by the workshop. Hey bro, HQ is toast. So how about that black leopard mask? The workshop's toast too, so why would they make it? So that's interesting. So it's not, the seniors get to choose like what they believe their animal, what is that? Their animal persona, but all the rest, not like all the rest, but those who are lower on the class, they don't even get to choose. So it's like, I don't know, when you see masks that are like not very stylish or very silly, you can assume that's the lower rank stalkers. But that was really interesting. And I don't know if it represents the beast that we were speaking about earlier. This kind of seems like the way we're supposed to go. Let's backtrack a little bit and go above there. How's my lighting? My lighting looks pretty good. I'm going to have to get the hang of this all over again. That kind of looks like him, doesn't it?
Check this out. Looks like you, sorta. From a certain angle. You know, if you squint. No, I'm just kidding. No, it looks exactly like you. I mean, you see it, right? With the nose and the...
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Portrait of a boy. That's a new equipment, too. Well, I guess not. I thought it had the equipment symbol. All right. Oh, yeah, by the way, we are sticking with this weapon. Anything above? I did check above already. Okay. So, stop backtracking. Just make sure that I don't see anything there. All right, now let's go. Let us move forward. Is it going to be the swamp area that was spoken about? My boy Pinocchio. Oh, hello.
You have no idea how happy I am to see you, Mr. Stalker. Hello. It's a relief to see you.
Wow.
I'll get straight to the point. I found the gold coin tree. Who knew it was right beside us? But there's a problem. When I tried to pick the gold coin fruit, it resisted me. I couldn't even get close. It actually burned me. It's probably because I have the petrification disease. Pathetic, yeah. So close, yet so far. If you pick some gold coin fruit for me, I'll give you a reward.
So I got this from him, huh? The cube.
I heard the alchemists made a device capable of fully utilizing gold coin fruit. I ignored it, assuming it was just a legend. You hear all sorts of wild tales about alchemists. Now that I know gold coin fruit actually exists, though, perhaps it's all true. Interact with the Saintess statue at the Grand Exhibition. You might be able to use the other powers of the gold coin fruit.
So, how to gain fruit quickly.
I might look urbane now, but I used to be a farmer. I'm also interested in growing trees. I heard about a vendor who sells plant alchemy boosters. They might work on this tree, too. If you come across such boosters, bring them to the tree.
I might look urbane right now too, but I come from a long line of mechanics and used to get my hands filthy with grease back in the day. So do I get to open this? I should equip that cube. It's kind of like the not the Estus flask, but the other one that was in Elden Ring. Well, here we go. The gold fruit. Gold coin fruit. Ah, yep.
Wow. I never expected to see the gold coin tree in a place like this.
Interesting. You can harvest gold coin fruit at set times from the gold coin tree. The fruit is used in several different places. Use boosters to speed up its growth. Oh, we are going to revive this thing. Ah, this comes with a price, eh? Well, everything does. Nothing is just purely free. Should I go give it to the guy? All right, that I'm going to trade for the cube. And then... Oh, urgent repair. Fatal catalyst first. Oh no, maybe we'll put that here. Yeah, and then the quick repair here when we really need it. Somewhere along the line we learned that holding X
Stalker,
does it.
please. If you...
So I can use this. Interesting. 8 of 3. And what, I grabbed 3? Okay, okay. Temporary restores HP. This is one I have. Increases max stamina. That's pretty nice. Fable charge amount. Restores Legion. Explodes when specters hit. Reduces received damage for a set period of time. Resists all status elements. I kind of like that one. Increase Spectre's destructive power. Generate Spectre's electric blitz attack for a set period of time. Fire attack. Avoids death once and HP is restored. Ooh. Talk about a really good... what is that called? Talk about a really good shield, but I can't get it right now because I don't have one, right? Oh, I did. How does this work? So I have 6 and it only requires 2. Is that what that is? That's a real good one. I kind of want a powerful, an attack one possibly. Generates. Okay. Acid attack. Okay. Oh wait, that's the Spectre though. Okay, because I haven't been I haven't been summoning Spectres, so I'm not going to use any of those. So then I have restore HP and then this one right here, just for now. I'll probably get some more later. But it'd be nice to have 2, right? For now, I'll just do this one, and I'll use it as a in case of emergency. That's really cool. Okay, so that's a really interesting mechanic. It would be nice if they had a Stargazer close to here. I guess it's not that far. The one I just used, right? Okay. Ominously came down. Wait, am I in the hotel? Whoa. A different hotel. No, there's only one Hotel Krat. And I was just like, how did I go all the way around to end up here? Huh. I usually like to do this offline, so you folks don't have to watch it. But I think I was messing with one more. No. Increases that, but I need to increase... That's the one. Increase the recovery rate. And I'll definitely use it for the last one, so I can finally get this. Perfect Guard Fable Charge Enhance. That might force me to guard more. I don't like the item stuff, you know? Unless it gives me that cube back. Increase max golden fruit. Increase ergo upon eliminating an enemy. I mean, I guess that's okay. So far it's in the lead. Perfect guard. Yeah. And now I increase my recovery rate. That's great. What was the name of the cat? Figaro, yeah? But I thought Figaro was like a black and white cat. I feel like I just came here. I just got to Krat a little while ago before we started playing, so I'm not interested in playing in going through that right now. I want to continue. I want to continue the game. So let's see. How much am I gonna have to backtrack? It's like It's like Metroid now. Well, since we seem to have some time while I figure out where I'm supposed to go, one of my favorite stories, again, it's from Daniel Robinson. It's not from him, like he didn't make it up, but he was the philosophy professor that I learned this story from, that I use in my discussions. All right, so the story goes something like this. You have the island of Crete, which was, again, well known for the citizens that it would produce. Very lawful citizens, you know? The people of Crete, the king of Crete, King Minos, had to sacrifice people to the Minotaur to appease a Minotaur. And I believe this was sometime during the fight between Athens and Crete that this needed to go down. So do I go over here? No. Oh, I have a feeling I'm supposed to backtrack. But so anyway, King Minos of Crete was looking at sacrificing some people to appease the Minotaur. And on this particular time of the sacrifice, one of the people chosen to be sacrificed was Theseus. Now, this is obviously before Theseus became a hero, but bear with me. The eventual Greek warrior, Theseus, was the one that King Minos was looking to sacrifice. Well, Theseus wasn't going to have that. So Theseus decided he was going to go fight the Minotaur in the Minotaur's location, in the labyrinth itself. Well, he had no way of navigating the labyrinth. So he had no way to fight. Wow, I could actually dodge real early there. He had no way to fight the Minotaur because there was no way he knew how to navigate the labyrinth. But lucky for Theseus, he caught the eye of the king's daughter, Ariadne. And Ariadne provided Theseus a golden cord that he could tether to the outside. He could tether to the outside, and navigate his way. When he found that he was lost, he could just backtrack and find his way through the labyrinth. Now, obviously, the thread isn't going to help him, isn't going to move him forward. You know, his feet are going to do that. But if you think about what the thread does, and sometimes it's referenced as the golden thread of Ariadne, but if you understand what the thread is providing here, it's providing guidance in that when one is lost, they can just backtrack and then take the other way. Now, obviously, that is a metaphor for many things. Daniel Robinson talks about it being talks about it being like a metaphor of history. But I like to use it as a metaphor for philosophical examination. If we declare that the labyrinth is the labyrinth of investigation or critical analysis, the Minotaur is truth, and thus Ariadne's cord is reason. This is kind of closer to what Plato talked about as being the one thread that we as people have to pull back upon when the gods are pulling our strings as puppets, right? But what I love about the metaphor is it basically shows what separates philosophy from every other discipline. Philosophy does not factor in culture. It does not factor in gender. I mean, in many ways, it doesn't even try to factor in like psychological analysis. Philosophy earns its truth through critical examinations of facts and logic, to arrive at whatever those facts and those logical analysis will lead. It's like, I'm going to analyze the logic of the situation and try to discover the facts as much as I possibly can, and wherever that leads us is where we will go. That's what separates philosophy from the rest. And I'm very privileged in that sense, because I don't find the other things all that interesting, to be quite frank. I love to investigate the golden threads that seem to exist throughout history. I love to examine those truths. I love to examine those truths that go beyond culture, go beyond personal bias. And in that way, I'm a philosopher. So is there a way to get to the top here? Is that where I'm supposed to go? Because I feel like that's the new section right there. That's where I'm supposed to be. And I beat that boss, but it doesn't look like a new area opened up, unless I missed one. So let's go back. Because there must have been something else that opened. So that we can continue on without backtracking so much. Well, there's this again, right? This is going to be real boring for you folks, because I'm going to be looking for this forever. Oh, alright. Where am I supposed to go? There's a second story to all of that, to that entire city. And yet, I can't figure out how to get up there. Okay, so well, this was the boss battle. Looks like there's that over there. I've got me here. No other door here. No door here. That's the one that takes me to Hotel Krat, oddly enough. And then nothing there. Ah. And more so, it takes me downstairs, where upstairs, upstairs is where I need to go. It does take me upstairs. That's nice. So then can I backtrack? Okay, so technically if I'm upstairs... Last floor. That's fine. And I can't go out this door. I've already tried. Roll to break things, right? Now 4 more until the fruit is ripe. Sorry. No. And there's hotel crap. Okay, well, maybe the answers lie in hotel crap. So talk to Vanini first.
Always welcome, friend.
Nothing. Talk to the Blue Fairy.
I'll use my power to...
Nothing. Let's try Geppetto. Come on.
You're back. The Malum district was as grim as we feared, was it not? But with the Black Rabbit Brotherhood out of the picture,
We can focus elsewhere.
we can,
Okay.
and why not strike at the root of the problem?
The King of Puppets.
The King of Puppets' lair is on Rosa Isabel Street.
Okay.
Perhaps the puppet frenzy will come. Go to Antonia and get the key to Rosa
There we
Isabel
go.
Street. I already let her know you'll be coming by. I always remember these favors you've done for me. Though it pains me to send someone so precious into such peril.
Doesn't it? Doesn't that pain all fathers? I mean, that's Abraham and Isaac. That's sacrificing your son to the world, you know? It's what every good father has to do. No father wants to lose their son.
Hurry up. I heard from Geppetto.
But if we don't sacrifice into the world,
Ever so dangerous.
we're not good fathers. They
I
need to
hoped
make their
we wouldn't
own
have to unlock
way.
the passage there. But if we want to stop this disaster once and for all, I fear we've no choice. Geppetto and I care about you very much.
Oh, who are you?
Stay safe. I feel like my time is...
Slowly coming to an end.
However, it's a nice feeling to know that someone waits for you. That someone...
All right, Rosa Isabella Street entrance key. Okay.
If you came from the Marlem district, you probably
I
knew
did.
the tree was at the hotel, of course. I'm not the only one. I heard it's optimized to respond to ergo. The Krat disaster caused the alchemists to fight amongst themselves. Many people died or went missing. That's the real tragedy. I stopped cooperating with the alchemists. Protecting the hotel was too important. I sealed away the gold coin tree,
So no one fight over
would
it.
fight. I had no idea the Black Rabbit Brotherhood was stealing from. The hotel is Krat's last place of refuge. I'm going to protect you and the people inside until the day I die. If you were in my position, you'd do the same, I'm sure.
So, honestly, Hotel Krat is a great metaphor for what happens when a plague descends on society. You know, we just went through COVID, so we see what happens. It's like everything is free and open. We really start playing with the boundaries of the boxes that we put ourselves in when everything is going well. But as soon as there's disease or something like that that happens, everybody locks down. It's like we start defining the borders much more specifically. So that way we don't allow a lot of people in and out. You know, it makes perfect sense, right? We even shut down our hospitals where people, women who gave birth, like, even if their babies had complications that could be dealt with on the outside, they would send them home. Normally, without COVID, they would have kept them in the hospital to take care of them. But not in this case. In this case, they actually sent them home for like telehealth and things like that. The fact is that coming and going spreads the disease. So everybody locks down much more. It's like a lockdown philosophy. And what's fascinating from a philosophical examination is what happens to our ethics when this happens. We move from not only an intention-based form of ethics, but much more of an intuitional form of ethics, a universal Kantian kind of ethics, where the autonomy of the individual is prioritized among everything else. When we lock down, we turn into a consequentialist or utilitarian form of ethics when we lock down. But see, this is what's fascinating, and it's a double-edged sword of this. When we lock down and we no longer prioritize the autonomy of the individuals, we only prioritize the consequences, that's when injustice is ripe. It's because all you need to do is you need to demonstrate to the mob that you're doing what is in their best interest, because the greater good takes precedent over the autonomy of the individual. And all of a sudden, things like being able to decide what each human person is worth comes onto the table. Something Immanuel Kant warned us about right there, and with good reason. Let's see. Stargazer, teleport, and we're going to Isabella Street, I believe. Oh boy. Okay. Allison Boulevard. Yeah, I'll go talk to Geppetto, because I don't see that option there. And if he doesn't tell me, I'll just inspect the key. It might, well, will it be to that gate with the gold tree?
This portrait.
I remember it
thought it was
fondly.
lost forever. I had no idea the Black Rabbit Brotherhood had stolen it. To think that you have brought it back to me. Forgive a foolish old man his memories of a happier time, my son.
I just know where to hang it. Yeah, I'm not going to clap for that. All right, now what about the
city of
key?
crime. Ask me any question.
There we go.
Finally, it's time to eliminate the root. The king of puppets is at the root of it all, and he's very powerful.
I've heard.
So are you. Be brave, my son.
Rosa Isabella Street. So I need to find Rosa Isabella Street. I can probably just hit the L1. Books, notes, letters, key. Key obtained from Antonia. It opens the hotel door that leads to Rosa Isabella Street. Okay. Okay. It's one of the doors in the hotel. Yay. Geppetto believes in me. You can defeat the King of the Puppets. Alright, I'll tell you folks what I've heard so far. The King of Puppets was so ridiculously difficult that they had to nerf him, is what I heard. Yeah, unfortunately, I was in one of my coach's Twitches. I was watching him play Dragon Ball, as I love to do. I love to get, I love to bounce ideas. I like to watch him play, you know. But one of his streamers, one of the people, there we go. One of his people were talking about the King of Puppets, and he started talking about that. And I was like, oh, no, spoiler alert. I don't want to know anything, you know. But, you know, here we are. Rosa Isabella Street. King of Puppets is on our hit list. I don't like that I have to do that every time. All right, here we go. Rosa Isabella Street.
Rosa Isabel Street, the
Isabel.
entertainment district. You might call it extravagant. Operas, operettas, street concerts, all running 24/7.
Sounds like the Agora.
Adelina Corday, The singer in the red dress. Oh, she was the most famous of them all. The legendary prima donna. Well, I'm not sure if she's still alive, so while the past makes sense, it's getting a little depressing.
Well, looking back, I'll do that. Have any of you ever seen the Black Mirror episode where the guy, I think it's like it's something like Google Lenses or something like that, where you can actually look in your past and analyze every little detail. And I guess, yeah, obviously I'm asking this rhetorically because I don't actually have anybody watching right now. But what I loved about that, I feel like it was a great metaphor. Oh. Is this her? The Witch Tower and Princess. The Witch's Tower and Princess, the comedy praised by the audience and critics alike. The Stella Opera House will be presenting its grand finale. It's the last work of the best writer of Krat, Compellin, as well as the last performance of the red actress Adelina Corday, the greatest prima donna of our time, which is what Jiminy just told us. The greatest adventure as an evil witch, a gallant knight, and a beautiful princess await you. Come join that unforgettable experience. Is this her? Lady in the window.
My stalker friend. I was worried the puppets had come back.
Little do you know.
And demons. They won't give us a moment's peace. Even an elderly lady like me. They wouldn't even let the dead rest if they had the petrification disease. Drives a lady to drink, it does. Which reminds me, I could use a proper tipple. There's a wine called La Bleuie.
La Bleuie.
When I was younger, they called it the Ruby of the Heavens.
The nectar of the
I'm
gods.
sure there's still some left in the wine cellar at Lorenzini Arcade. You're an enterprising lad. Bring it to me and I'll give you something nice in return.
There's nothing wrong with that right there, although, it's pretty much my ego of not wanting to be some delivery person, Oh, but yeah, the Black Mirror episode. So what ends up happening is the entire time he's reviewing all of the times he went out with his wife and critiquing who she would look at, if she would give another guy like a second glance. Heard something. And because everything is being recorded, right? He can look back without any limitations, and he can criticize every little thing, right? Well, needless to say, looking back, that it's actually like Harry Potter, where Harry was looking at the mirror, and he was looking at like the way his life could have been, and his parents and how happy they are. It's exactly like that. It's exactly like that. So anyway, he kept looking back and criticizing every aspect of his marriage and his wife, And it's like, well, I mean, first of all, we're not perfect. People are going to look. Both men and women are going to look. But that's not the point of the whole thing. He looked back so often that, obviously, they got a divorce, right? He had looked back so much that he started prioritizing the past over the present and the future. And it's like the past is great to learn from, but one can't be stuck there forever. That's the Harry Potter. Reference there. But what I found fascinating, spoiler alert, for those who don't want to know, you're going to want to skip the next 5 seconds. Spoiler alert, when she leaves him, the episode ends with him just staring at the past and reliving it for different reasons. I find that so phenomenal because he looked back in the entire episode. He looked back with this critical eye, with the air of, how dare she? So that kind of critical analysis. And then at the end of the episode, he was looking back for fond memories of that which he had lost. Same action, absolutely different mens rea, different intention, Oh, I love that kind of stuff. Artist doodle. Puppets are the most beautiful of beings. Are we? Even their human masters are incomplete beings in comparison. Well, I mean, they're trying to build them perfectly, but they're building them to the specifications that they believe are perfection. Creations mere perfect than their creators. Creations more perfect than their creator. The creator who created them. Who would you praise more? Kind of makes you wonder. I was watching this amazing lecture of Exodus, and one thing they were talking about is, can God feel sadness? Can God feel remorse? Oh, she blew up. Oh, I fell for that too. We are imperfect. More than imperfect, we are mortal. We can die. Every moment is a blessing. That's from Troy. So, in certain ways, we have what possibly gods don't have, or God. We possibly have what God doesn't have in our ability to feel remorse. I mean, can God sin? That's another one. And if God can't sin, because everything God does is synonymous with the good, if God can't sin, because that's the argument against like the issues of divine, not divine revelation, divine command theory. That's one of the arguments against divine command theory by William Lane Craig, is that God is actually synonymous with good, so he's not going to do anything evil. He is good itself. He's the embodiment of good. Well, then if that's the case, then God can't sin, and then we can sin as human beings because we have free will. So if we could sin and God can't sin, doesn't that make us better than God in that sense right there? The alchemists paved the way for Krat's golden age, and no one denies that fact. But what if, instead of gold, they were to cause an unprecedented disaster? Being a reporter, I received a surprising message from an informant who was once an alchemist himself. It's about a stranger from across the ocean, an alchemist from the far east, who was once famous in Krat. He learned of the group's secrets and quit. He now uses a different identity out of fear for his safety. The relic of the Trismegistus is not just a simple ergo mine. That place is dangerous. My sources claim that the alchemists have an ulterior motive, one not for the benefit of the city, and that they have a very risky plan involving ergo. The conspiracy theory about hundreds of people can die sounded preposterous, but the evidence provided had a surprising amount of credibility to it. So as a reporter, I spent months with the informer and was able to see the dark side of Krat. I intended to deliver my report for the benefit of the citizens. The rest is severely damaged. Publication of this text was banned for spreading false information and promoting social unrest. Additionally, reporters in Mindoro have been suspended indefinitely from our newspaper. We apologize for the citizens or each other. So this is interesting because as a philosopher, like I said, I'm a philosopher. So my allegiance is to the truth, regardless of what happens. But when you have a consequentialist attitude of things, well, you might be able to censor, right? Because your allegiance isn't to the truth, but rather social welfare, social well-being. Another thing that happens when you prioritize goodwill over the autonomy of the individual. Vivid echo fragment. Okay. Those things were weird. Going down. Oh, more. Oh, good hit. Oh, she pulled out like the ruler. Oh, good side swipe. Like the nuns in the priory or something like that would beat you with a ruler. Oh, I couldn't get her back. Back on the street. Ooh, okay, okay. Let's finish this 3-tiered hotel inn before we move on. I'm pretty sure we went to the other floor though, because we fell down to the second one to fight. Excuse me, these weird things right there. Aha, good thing. All right, Pinocchio, rip that open. Shortcut. You can now craft the Legion armor with the Legion plug. Use it in any craft machine at the hotel. Yeah, I could, but oh, look at you. I thought I... Oh, man, that run forward. Okay. That's going to be a fun one to dodge. Can I... There we go. And this is like right outside? Yeah, okay. Wow. I wonder why she came back. I don't remember going to the Stargazer. Were there 2 out there? I mean, if I went to a Stargazer, you would think I'd have a lot more of these cells, right? All right, well, let's continue on. Oh, I like this game. I really do. I really enjoy this game. I really enjoy games, period, though. I mean, that's why, like, after a day like today... Oh, you're a shooter. After a day like today, I just needed... Oh, I feel like we're going to throw stuff, too. Uh-huh, I was right. Oh. You think he just makes the bombs? I kind of want to go straight. Yeehaw! Oh, wow. Oh, another one. No, no, no. I barely dodged that one. Alright. Boom. Dodged. Probably not going to dodge that one. Whoa, wait a minute. Did y'all see that? You see how that completely missed? They have a roll. Oh, that's so cool. They have a roll like I do. Come on. It reminded me of, like, I don't know if anyone's watched Mel Gibson in The Patriot, where he's hiding behind a tree and he gets them to fire their flintlocks. Oh, good one. Oh, wait. I thought I killed you already. Oh, that's not good. I have no more. Okay. Oh. Oof. Bling. I'll take it. But those people with the flintlocks, I think this is when his son was captured. And this is before he's known as the Ghost. Ooh, curved sword. He goes behind a tree, and then he pops out, and he's like, "Ah!" And they fire at him, and then he goes back, and then he kills them all. That was that strategy right there. That was the strategy of make them fire, and then come and jump back out. All right. The arcade. We should be keeping an eye for the arcade, just to give that lady. This has the air of a boss battle right here. But you want to talk about the Agora back in ancient Greece, you know? That's what that looks like right there. And tonight's show is Euthyphro. Plato's Euthyphro.
Oh, what a beautiful puppet you are. I can hear your springs even if you try to hide them. Musicians have keen ears, you know.
Her.
Would you like to sing for me like your friends? I have a feeling the sound of your cries will be especially sweet. Let's have an encore performance of pain. for the Red actress, Adelina Corday.
Well, she kind of like vanished.
To my sister, Adelina!
And we have a fight. Okay, well, I wasn't ready for this. I was hoping that there would be... Okay. A save point.
Scream a requiem for me, if you would.
Ooh! Oh, nice block. Block this. Okay, when she does that, I can't do anything about it. Whew, okay, no. Oh, I don't have any more stamina. Oh, crap. Nice, fast one. Good dodge. Oh! That was a close one. We almost had her on the first try. Oh, I bet if we popped the box, we would have had her. Ah, I forgot about it. That's okay. That's okay. We take those. We take that. We take those as improvement. That's how we take those. Oh, good lord. I didn't need to go this way. Those things are like chasing me, huh? Okay, no, this is the way I came from. Ugh. I do not like using this thing in this form. Not a fan. There she is. Come on. Whew. There are two. Saw the other one. Run there. Whoa, that one waited a lot longer than the other ones. I felt like before that, it just jumped or ran forward. That time it waited. Yeah, just to use this form, because I do not like the other form. Alright, let's go fight her again.
Let's have an encore. I dedicate this performance to my sister,
that sucks.
Adelina.
I was actually getting a lot more lucky with my strikes because I was surprised when some of them like that hit. Gotta believe me. Oof.
Scream a requiem for me, if you would.
Oh, try it out. Definitely reading my button presses.
Scream a requiem for me, if you would.
That sucks. I didn't read that she had the critical thing up. I read that I needed to do it, and then
Scream
oof.
a requiem for me, if you would.
I love that I can still dodge when my stamina is low. That I don't think I'm gonna get rid of that one. I'm really taking advantage of that right there. Ooh, ooh. Nope. Oh, good lord. Nice mask, though.
As promised, we already match.
That's a positive outlook on death. Now she matches her sister. Guard parry. I wonder if that's worth exploring on like the glaive. To be able to put like guard parry on this. Maybe. We'll check that out. Cluster grenade throwing cells. I should probably use those more, but the White Lady mask. Can I open this? Nope. That was a fun boss battle, though. Obviously easy. One of the easier ones. That's just like the amuse-bouche, though. That's like, we're not even near what is eventually going to be the magnum opus. The city of Krat decided to put an indefinite stop to the investigation on the disaster that took place in the Monad Charity House, known as the Rose Estate. This was to prevent the chaos caused by the large-scale spreading of the petrification disease. That's lockdown I was talking about. There have been no confirmed survivors so far. The petrification disease is a deadly epidemic, but this massive spread is unprecedented. The quarantine authorities surmise that the petrification disease caused the novel mutation. The Monad Charity House, once a boarding school for kids from the slums, has until recently been home to the founding Monad family. Many students and refugees, the leader of the alchemist, Valentinus Monad, has been confirmed to have passed during this catastrophe and will take a toll on the alchemist. Okay. Yeah, you're never gonna see like you're always gonna see like the most tyrannical aspects of humanity come during like or after a pandemic or something like that, because I mean everybody almost necessarily needs to become tyrannical in order for the disease not to spread, you know? Yeah, it's just it's like one of those things. It's like a Nietzschean eternal return, you know. You know, this I wasn't Cohen. I think it was Cohen that posited Herman Cohen that posited the return as being synonymous with a healing, you know. And we can actually see this. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense because the garden is the golden age, like almost like the Confucian golden age. How come I can't get there? Is there like a way around or downstairs to get to that right there? So yeah, the return to the garden is to return to a state of perfection. This is the utopian, you know? Although take that as a warning, because those who are often positing utopia are often the ones holding you the shackles of your very slavery, of your very imprisonment is actually what I was looking for there. Okay, but so I can get here, but there's nothing that gets me downstairs? Is there something in here that gets me downstairs? I just fought these guys, so I know there's nothing over here, you know? Again, I just fought them. Oh well, we'll just keep our eyes open. We definitely should be able to harvest some golden coins, though, right? That's nice. A stargazer. As I'll use it. Well, that switched, so do we go? Let's go back real quick. Harvest the golden coins and then come back here. Utopia is an excellent aim. I mean, it pretty much guides our eyes, guides our existence. Utopia as in like my ideal self, our ideal selves. I mean, we only move because we're moving towards a better vision of what we are, you know? It was upstairs, right? I think it was over here. No? Shucks. Was it not upstairs? I got it right. Oh, thank you, golden fruit. Hello, Socrates. Where would we be without you, staring at the golden fruit? It is very trite to ask, like, philosophers who is their favorite philosopher. You know, we have our favorite subjects, but if I had to name my favorite philosopher, it would be around the Plato, Aristotle, Kant, you know, the objective ethics. Welcome home.
Hello.
How you doing?
Very good.
Good.
Descartes.
Descartes. He was my favorite when I was younger, and definitely he and I are starting to align academically if I'm right about his vision. But yeah, you know too, love. I love Descartes as well.
That's actually one of my favorites.
Oh yeah? Is that one of your favorites?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, hello, old chap.
Oh, you're walking about
Julian the
in a place like
Gentleman.
this. You must be a stalker. Can I ask you a favor? My wife's body lies on Rosa Isabel Street. There was a fire, and I couldn't reach her through the flames. I know she's gone, but I hate to think of her just lying
That's a
there.
noble request.
Would you bring me her belongings? Then I'd have something to remember her by.
I hate to say fetch, though.
Small kindnesses like this give me something to cling to. Her body is on Rosa Isabel Street. She used to look so beautiful in her black dress. I miss her so much.
Please bring me her belongings, is what he ended with there. Alright, let's go to the beginning of Rosa Isabella Street. It's a noble request. Why did they have to use the word fetch? You know, it's so derogatory. It's like that. The Confucian in me. It's like even a person who needs money won't take it if it's received disparagingly. You know, like I'm gonna spit on it and give it to them. Is that the black dress? Looks like a black dress to me. But there's like no X or anything. Wait, oh, really? Oh, come on, game. If you're going to specify black dress and then give me one with a black dress and there's nothing around it. It's a green dress right there. Maybe it wasn't black. Maybe it was dark purple or something like that, right? Green. Okay, that's actually pretty cool, though. It's got me looking at the different dresses. I did not find the arcade, though, for this lady. Not a lady. Oh, yeah. So, like, yeah, I can name a bunch of philosophers that I love to read, but for me, it's more of like a subject. I love ethics. And then her again. Still haven't found what she needs, and I still haven't activated. Oh, that's not a. I was gonna say I still haven't activated that one, but that's not even a shortcut over there. Okay. That scream, yeah. I should have known. Not to press a button there, is what I'm saying. I should have known not to press a button there. I don't know. That lady's dress was black. There should have been something around it. That should have been it. Well, that's it for Rosa Isabella Street. I mean... I did accept the mission. It said fetch or leave, and I'm pretty sure I said fetch. I am yet to dodge that correctly. I have to keep instigating those so I can get that right. That's what separates us gamers from other people, right? It's like, oh, if I didn't get it right, well, then put me in the situation more often until I get it right. That's definitely not a black dress right there. Can't even tell if that one was wearing a dress. Green. Nothing around. Coughing with that lady. I mean, I guess that could be purple, right? Call that purple. And this is the door that I opened. So all the way back to the beginning. Rosa Isabel Street, not Isabella. I should stop saying that. It's Rosa Isabel Street. I am also, I don't know if you folks noticed, but I'm also trying to use less. Final perspective, greatest. These are passionate stories. Ah, stories. The love of stories themselves. I'm not going to be perfect at it, but the only way to get better is to play the fool. Play the fool as in make the mistakes over and over again. Okay, so it wasn't in the beginning of the entrance. We have come to the hotel itself. We'll have another chance to dodge over here, because there is two of them. She's on the road there. The guy did specify she is on the street, but just in case, let's do this. Miss is not what I meant by let's do this. Oh, he would be dead if the swing... There we go. Thermopylae, anyone? Oh, that activated her. Against the Hell's gates, their numbers will be meaningless. Let's see. Nothing. I do like that it stuns, you know. It makes it a much better weapon that way. Ergo fragment. Alright, so this... I mean, this must qualify as the street. Black dress? No? Ah. Not going to be looking forever, I mean... I wonder why I didn't get that dodge there. But yeah, I don't want to just keep looking. Like, the guy said specifically on the street, and I went there and I checked, and there was nothing there, so. This searching, where there's clearly ones that match the same color, no, I'm not going to be doing that forever. Maybe I'll backtrack and look when I'm not streaming, when I'm not recording. Hey, guy, you're full of crap.
Her body is on Rosa Isabel Street. I miss her so much.
You're full of it. Alright. Is it going to be easier? It's a little bit easier. Unfortunately, they turned around. Ruh-oh. I could have sworn I heard ruh-oh. Ah. Oh, my man's was ready. He's like, yeah, you're not getting me from behind. Alright. So this is where I was last, right? Unless I'm missing something. I'm glad they don't explode, although they really look like they should. So this is a bunch of belongings. So I was like, well, maybe they stole it, you know? Like I said, technically that could have been purple, but... Is this considered the street? Is down there considered the street? That would have been actually pretty gruesome if that was her, though, right? Hanging over the fence like that. I'm going to check down there. If she's not there, we're out of here. I mean, that could be it. How do I get there? Yeah, like that. No. Again, purple, not black. Oh yeah, I was gonna check down here, right? Although it doesn't really look like it's the street anymore, right? And this thing kills puppets, not people. At least that's the impression she gave. Alright, that's it. Let's continue on. I'm not going to spend all day looking for that. It's a waste of your folks' time. We're not trying to speed run this. We are trying to get certain things here and there, but I don't want to spend all day looking for it. Well, I'm at 9,000 ergo. That's downstairs, though. Yeah. Into the sewers. Boom. No, keep going. It's like a necessity when it comes to, like, Souls games. There needs to be sewer systems. Oh, you throw stuff. Do I even want to know what he's throwing from down here? That was a whiff. Gotta work on my footsies. There we go. Eventually I was able to throw something. I hit it a long time ago, but okay. He's praising the light. And is that death? I mean, it kind of looked like I could go down there. I'm not going to lie. I do like this stab. It's such a forward move and I still hit the sides. Jesus. Ooh, I dodged my first one. Oh my goodness. I do need to get better on stamina. Stamina reservations. Hello, you. It's not a ruler. Although it'd be hilarious if it was. That's like an ancient thing now. Like, nobody even knows that people used to get beaten with a ruler. Oh, there was one in back of me! You sneaky buggers. Ah. That was sneaky. I gotta admit, I kind of like that. They knew where you'd be looking. And it's like, hey, look at me here. You know? I dig that. I dig that, like, deception right there. I feel like I'm still moving forward. Like, this would be a long distance for a side mission. Oh. Yes. That is the shortcut, right? Well, if it was a shortcut, I wouldn't have the other side, right? Oh, that's definitely a shortcut. Does this mean we're coming up soon? Kind of feels like it. King of the Puppets. Do we even dare? Do we even dare try to fight the King of the Puppets tonight? End up being like a 3-hour session, because we all know if I can't beat those other ones in 45 minutes, how am I going to beat the King of the Puppets in less than an hour? Do we dare brave the King of the Puppets in this session? I don't know, I feel good. Like I said, I'm not a terrible day. I mean, looking on the bright side, at least I got to speak for a little while, introduce myself, give them an idea of where I'm coming from, you know? So it could have been way worse, you know? But still, the entire day we did not lose power. And then as soon as I jump on, and something I have to do, you know, and I don't mean have to like I'm forced to. I'm saying like I have a timed event, you know, and it's an important timed event because it's for my students, you know. What? There was another one up there? Really? Everybody's a Tom Brady here. Yeah, so it was a timed event. There wasn't even power surges. And then all of a sudden, 20 minutes in, gone. All the power's out. But it could have been worse. It could have been like the meeting starting. Like we're actually starting and then pow, everything's gone. Whoa, okay. I mean, this has all the air of side mission, you know? Quartz? If I was a rich man, la-di-da-di-dim-da-di-di-di-di-di-dum, I would still practice philosophy, even if I was a wealthy man. That's one way I knew. Oh, it's such a great feeling. And again, I am blessed to be doing something I love to do and being able to take care of my family while doing it, you know? I did know that philosophy was what I was meant to do. It's just, you know, it's kind of lucky if what you want to do or meant to do actually ends up becoming lucrative. One thing that I kept harking back to was if you can find something you're good at, something that you enjoy, because you don't always enjoy the things you're good at. So it's something you're good at, something you enjoy, and something that helps a lot of people, eventually the money will come. You know, it is a leap of faith, but I think that's the best way to, like, figure out what you're meant to do in the world, you know? Yeah, but it is such an amazing feeling. Like, it's one of those instances where the word meaning isn't strong enough to express what it means to you, you know? I want to say modify, maybe? Guard parry with the leech. Oh, I don't have that. Okay. To craft, though, you need the Legion plug. Okay. But not to upgrade. Okay. Well, I don't like any of the other ones right now. I mean, maybe a little bit later, but not now.
I know my way around.
Okay, I want to just try to assemble this weapon. And then, let's see. I just want to see what it's like. Let's get the parry handle, which is this, right? And the Cloudbuster sword. That is so nicer than what we have. As far as fast, as far as its speed. Boom. Yeah, but then, you know, that parry is probably really good. Alright. It's not better than what we have. I don't like it more than this one right here. Oh, I did get some crescents. I wonder if I can upgrade it. Oh, one more. Moonstone of the Covenant. One more. Ooh, you can go up, though. Still not as powerful. Alright, well, let's continue on.
I'll use my power.
Wrong person. I know, when that shortcut opened, I was like, I think we're almost there. And it's like, do we brave it? Well, let's level up to give us the possibility of calling it a day. So let's level up. If I didn't level up and we had like 11,000 ergo behind what is probably going to be the King of the Puppets, it's like I would almost feel obligated to go get it. Alright, I'm just gonna run past these ladies. That black? I can't run past her now. I'm still looking for this lady. I can't stop looking for her. Might as well be Carmen Sandiego. She had a red trench coat, not a black dress. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Carmen Sandiego. If you come from my time, there's no way you can possibly say that name without singing. I don't know where the arcade is either. Oh, speaking of the devil, no. Hey, oh, that really looked like an arcade though. Like, right? Come on. Welcome to Herald Theater. Theodore Books. Oh, man. Rosa Isabella Street. If there wasn't a... Okay. there wasn't a fireworks show being displayed. Okay, man, she's over here somewhere. I'm going to put everything on fire and say it in bright colors for you. This is the way. And then I go the other way, right? Hello. I know there's something in back of me. Oh, another. Can I get it off? Yeah. Ooh. Hello, young chap. It's like that final scream, right? Oh, you ugly, ugly thing. Oh, we knew there was another one coming. Bring them with their numbers and meaningless. Whoa! Okay. How to get straighter, right? Boom. 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 When I first played, like my first Dark Soul game that I played, I used the Spartan shield and spear. And I was like, I just, you know, that's how I beat the bosses. That looked like a good part. Let's check it out. It says slightly heavy now. Ooh, yeah. I am heavier now. Shucks. Oh, yeah. That's like 10 grams or whatever that is. Well, it still says slightly heavy, so it should be a big difference. Yeah, we're going down here. Keep an eye out for that guy's wife. Oh, that guy. Oh, well, there she is.
Found it. The black dress. But it's just
It's
a
a puppet.
What on earth is going on?
Well, I know. And what's funny is when I saw the guy's name, it said gentleman. I was like, man, you know who doesn't name themselves gentlemen? Gentlemen. You know? They don't call themselves gentlemen. Although, to be honest, I do call myself the professor. I don't know if I call myself the professor, but I do have my students address me as professor. But that's more of like, this could be rationalization, I admit. But it's more of that sales background where if you're paying for something, the product should be meaningful. You know? It's like, when people would come in and they would drop $40,000, because yes, I used to sell Toyotas, new and used Toyotas, well, used cars and new Toyotas. You know, they're dropping like $40,000, sometimes $60,000 on these Toyotas. Are you gonna dress like a slob? No, you owe it to them to dress proper and nice for the purchase that they're making. You know, you owe it to them to dress accordingly. It's the same way I feel when it comes to education. You should dress nice. This is actually how I dress when I'm running my classes. And I see a lot of professors, they just like wake up out of bed, hair all disheveled, whatever they were able to throw on, and then they just start like educating. And I'm like, I mean, I guess it gets this comfort level across, but to me, they're paying for an expert. They're paying for an expert in the field, and you should dress accordingly, you know? I know there's this argument that, you know, you should be more relaxed and have that more friendly demeanor. And yes, there's an argument to that. But at the same time, when I taught like secondary school, when I taught like middle school and stuff like that, I'm not trying to be their friend, and I'm not trying to be my students' friend either. I am trying to be their guide. I'm trying to be their professor or their teacher. I'm not trying to be their friend. What they need from me is they need the judgment on whether they're understanding the material correctly enough, and they need a guide to go through the discipline themselves. to lie to them that we're going to be friends or something like that. It just felt like that. It felt like a lie. And when I would see these teachers that would come in and be like, hello, friends, and stuff like that, you could just see the disgust on the middle schoolers' faces, you know? And that was so abhorrent, because one thing I think like middle schoolers more than other students can really tell is inauthenticity. If you're there and you're lying to them, they could smell that from a mile away. Also, if you're pretending to be somebody else, they could smell that from a mile away as well. So I was really, I don't want to say loved, but the parents adored me. The students respected me. My class was the most well-run class in that academy. And the students learned. I mean, we started deep diving into The Lion King, and we deep dove into The Lord of the Rings. Like, I got middle schoolers to read through the entirety of Lord of the Rings. And we would just, what is this author trying to say? What is the theme here? What is the moral principles they're playing with? Why is this a protagonist? Why is this an antagonist, you know? And I wasn't trying to be their friend. I'm trying to be their educator. And that's why I just feel it's inauthentic. Maybe the other one is more authentic. I guess there could be an argument made there. But I do believe that sometimes you have to have higher standards in the way you appear to people.
Oh, my Melody. This is her wedding ring. Our marriage should have been filled with joy. I failed you, Melody. I'm sorry. I should have mentioned she's a puppet. But she was real to me.
That's so Siri to some people.
I saw a shining soul inside her.
You saw what you wanted.
Others laughed at me, but I knew the truth. I knew that she was in love with me too.
Yeah, I'm sure strippers hear that all the time.
Crazy, though. Whoever heard of a human and a puppet in love?
Well, I'm pretty sure Geppetto loves him, you know? Oh, I didn't read the thing, so I don't want to lie.
Is that so? That's what everyone says. I don't know what to think anymore. It's all right if it's all a dream. At least it's a peaceful one. However, I think it's finally time to wake up. But I don't think that means anything to me anymore. Thank you for bringing me her belongings.
And your reward is promised. Did I see a note? Was there even a note there? I completely forgot. Said they're talking about something else. Oh, Jesus. That second hit. And a third hit. Okay. That wasn't a third hit from that person, though. That was a shot from that other guy. Another shot. See, I don't remember it saying anything about love, and I didn't want to lie. I mean, for me, my natural state is disagreeable, so I'm going to disagree first. It served me well as a father so far, you know. The first instinct is no, and then I'll think about it for a little while, and then maybe I'll change my mind to a yes, but... Okay, that's in the times I'm not listening, though. The times I am listening, obviously, I listen. I don't want you to think I just instinctively say no, although I have done that, too. I do that, too. Hey, is that my fourth? Is that the one I needed? There's another one. All the way to the beginning, eh? I mean, not that way it is the street still, right? Backstab this flamethrower. My man was enjoying himself though. He was like, yeah, this is my meaning in life. Keep fire going. That's not good. How many are you going to throw down, buddy boy? You got another one there? Whoop. Alright, well, he's not throwing any more down. A lot of people around there, though. Haha. Oh, well, I can't go in there. Whoa! Whoa! Mad Clown Puppet. We've got a boss. Well, somewhat of a boss. A better place to fight him. I have all these people chasing me. Aha! Oh my goodness, look at this place. Jeez. Cannot. There is an enemy nearby. Ooh, ooh. What if it became the balloon? Damn! He did not like that joke. Anybody see the clown in Dead by Daylight? That's what this guy looks like. Oh, and he pulled it back. Okay, okay. That was slick. And boom. And then you're going to pull it back. There. Yeah, I mashed that. Why not? Oh, oh, oh. Let's see if you're flame retardant. Oh. Same problem I had with the twins. Oh, not the twins, the three. Run out of stamina. Oh, you changed it. Oh, come on. Why? Because you got hit? Oh, come on. Go with the red, and then when you get hit, switch to your other one immediately. What is that? At least it gave it to me, though. It gave me the save point. Let's go deal with that guy. So we were actually farther away from the King of the Puppets than I thought. Alright, ugly. Yeah, if you hit him out of it, he immediately goes into that. Yeah, come on, follow me. I would really, really rather fight him in here. Take that. Alright, let's go. We knew it, right? Okay, the fire is definitely not working on him. I faked an attack that time. Okay, I just need to get away from him for a little while so I can actually get my stamina back. I knew it. At least I can do that, yeah. You know what I'm noticing? I'm not doing a lot of damage. What? Oh, that actually got in my way. Excellent. Or he just has a lot of life. I'll take that. Oh, it worked. It did hit him. That's nice. Boy, oh boy. This is a lot of life this guy has. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now let's just get away from him and get our stamina back. Jesus. You notice how he got his hand fit back fast that time? Go again. Oh, so last time it hit this and stopped. This time it went over. Interesting. I noticed that the last time because it came back fast, yeah? But this time it actually went through. What an attack. Okay, focus. This is a battle of attrition. This is like... This guy has a lot of life right here. I'm using all 6 of my potions for this person, for this one guy. I should switch out the fire, because that's clearly not working. Where can I do that? Can I do that here? The grindstone, yeah? Yeah, let's go with the electric grindstone. The cube... I don't think it's that kind of break glass moment yet. Alright, let's bring him up. I would have been livid if that hit me, like through the wall. I would have been livid. Come on. Nice dodge. Much better. Oh, yes, of course. He'll switch it up. He will switch it up. And I'm out of stamina again. Wait for it to recharge, because, yeah. Homing! I hate this guy. His attacks absolutely vary on what you're doing. Because he can do that, or he can just attack you for being there. This is a terrible run right here. Focus. Oh, this is, yeah, just end it. Just end this already. Yeah, done. Just end it. I blew so much potion just trying to get the electricity. I just played that so impatiently right there. After I beat this one, we'll be done for today. And then we will tackle this beautiful mansion tomorrow. I'll probably find out what's going on here before we leave today. But, oh, I do not like this guy. I don't like how he absolutely changes his form based on what you're doing. I think that's... And the whole I'm gonna keep going until you run out of stamina. Really? Through that wall? That is very tiresome. Yeah, and I can't attack. I can't attack because of how often everything comes out. Wow, look at this life. Look at this life. Oh my god. And into the spin. And into the attack. And then into a spin. And then into a new attack. Not a new attack, but into another attack. Into another attack. Oh, come on. Into the spin. He is absolutely just wasting all of my stamina. Yep. That is absolutely what he does. He is a stamina waster. It's like the mud against a wall approach. Look, it's straight into a stamina draining move. And I paid for that. I actually paid for attacking back there. Oh, wow. He waits. After that spin, he waits. I'm not even getting... I'm barely getting halfway with 6 potions. Saw that wait, everyone? That's the wait I'm talking about. He'll spin, and he'll sit there and wait. If you try to go to attack him, bam, you get hit. If you don't do anything, he goes into the mode where he's in neutral again, and he'll attack you for attacking him. I didn't press it twice, but thank you for wasting it. Ugh. So I do have my AGs, though. I should probably try to use that more. Everybody and their mother knew you were going to do that, man. Oh, wow, I got that off in time. That's great. Oh, wait. Do I not get that anymore? That perfect defense? Huh. Thought I had it up. Oh, wait, I don't have it anymore. That's why I'm getting hit. Oh, he gave me a quartz. Well, I mean, I guess it's worth it, because that's not easy to find. So, getting a quartz out of that guy, that's pretty good. All right, let's head into here and then see... Well, this is the Stargazer right here, so that's probably a good place to end it. I'm not going to be able to get on that side, am I? Nope. You shall not pass. Gandalf on the ridge. Now, what made me kind of go all out there is when I attacked him, I noticed I staggered him after the sequential hits kept going. So now I was like, okay, I'm just going to try to see if I can go aggro and see if that helps, because what's been happening has not been working. Oh, I did say I was going to check this out, though, yeah? Celebration of Lady Sarasana? Sarasana? Yeah? Let's try that again. The Queen of High Society and the Sponsor of the Arts. Okay. Always funny how the declaration or the devotion to something greater than you produces works like this, you know? Let's try that again. And honor the happiest day of our family because of her presence. I still miss you, Camille. CC? CG, was that? GG. Okay. Before we end, where's the arcade? The arcade's gotta be somewhere close, right? Okay, so we dealt with this guy. Let's take a look. The Grand Exhibition. Clemens. All right, let's take care of all the bad guys, and then let's take a look at where the arcade was. That Mrs. Potts again? Yeah, Mrs. Potts. It's like their Walmart. Well, way more high society than Walmart. Maybe it's their, like, what's a good one? I was going to say JCPenney's, but that's going to show my age right there. It's like their Macy's. There you go. That's high society for Hilo, by the way. Macy's. I'm showing my location more than my age. I know you just want to set things on fire, but, you know, I gotta come over here and I gotta disrupt you. Now showing Paradise. Huh? I have to find the arcade. Another Crescent Moonstone. I think this takes the dark Crescent Moonstone. So that's the theater. Clements. Jackie's. Theodore Books. Aubrey Bakery. The Mother Fairy. I mean, arcade can't be in that beautiful house, right? I guess if it's a casino, I could have an arcade there. Where is the arcade? Oh, where can it be? That hit me. I accept my fate there. Here's a pub. Bar and grill. Did not dodge her that time. These ladies again. Pretty much all the way back here. But again, I'm gonna do my best. Well, got it. See, there's that one already. And there was the sewers. I'm already missing something because of that right there. I haven't been able to go. On that side. The arcade. I'm pretty sure she said arcade. I mean, that wouldn't be something like I'd make up right there. Yeah, that's interesting. There's a whole other side, but I can't get there. Not yet, maybe. That's a weird sound, though. That's what I got it. What is that sound? That thing? Oh, it's such a shame. That plaza section that had the cinema and all that, I mean, that's where it would be, right? But the Opera House entrance. I mean, I guess the Opera House could have an arcade in there, right? We're going to just go with that for now. It will be in the Opera House. That's what we're going to declare. We're going to will it to be so. All right. All right. Well, that concludes episode 8. For those who stayed to the end, I really appreciate it. And like always, take some time with the classics because they'll awaken that hidden dragon within all of you. Take care, everyone.